Maloney. This is absolutely amazing. Day 25, Become the Observer. That's what we're going to talk about today. And so I am just so excited for all of you. It's been an amazing 25 days, and we have 5 more days celebrating and manifesting and continuing this journey. I have the wrong graphic on here. Hold on. Nope, that's not it either. There we go. So anyhow, good morning. Yes, and here we are, day 25, Become the Observer. So I want to tell you a story, and it reminds me, this story that I'm going to share, it has to do with today's lesson. And you know, when I first started my business, I told you guys over the months that I've been manifesting for years, and really, I hope you like my little crown chakra. Becoming the observer has to do with opening up your crown and being connected and guided and directed. So I put on my little clear quartz headband, tiara, whatever you want to call it, so that I can be in the observer situation today. So years ago, when I started my business, I would say I was in it, right? So I had created 1 year in business, and I remember at the end of that year talking to my husband, and I said to him, I said, wow, I had an amazing first year. And it was a year that was really just beautiful in the sense that I created and manifested everything that I wanted. I was homeschooling my 3 kids. I was doing everything part-time. And I remember thinking, yes, I did it. And I was reflecting on the year, and I was thinking, like, how much energy and effort and time did I put into creating this year? And when I say I created it, I'm talking about me. Brenda was in the driver's seat, creating it, making it happen, taking every effort, every ounce, every being, every part of me, and forcing and driving and making it happen. I was using a very masculine energy. And I remember being at the end of that year, I'm actually feminine at my core level. We have both masculine and feminine. And I remember at the end of that year, I said to my husband, I said, listen, I cannot do that again for a whole nother year. And I don't know how many years. So I don't know how we're going to make my business work. And then I remembered that, you know what? I needed to become the observer and start to allow things to happen. Right? If we're forcing things and we're thinking things and we're making things happen out of what we think we should do and all of that, that's up here in the ego. If we're letting doubt, self-talk, negativity, fears, or even like, I got to get this done. I got to make this happen. That's up here. We want to remember to go back into the heart with our 3 deep breaths. And what's interesting, a fun fact I just learned actually not too long ago, the hormone oxytocin is the hormone that makes us very happy. When you're a mother and you're breastfeeding, you're actually released a hormone. When you're smiling, you release the hormone. And when you actually place your hands on your heart, you release the hormone as well when you take 3 deep breaths. So this action that I've been sharing with you is actually, hold on, I'm opening this up so I can see the chat. This action of just taking 3 deep breaths will release oxytocin and immediately start helping you to feel better. The reason I'm sharing this to you is it helps you to get back into your heart. And I'm sorry if you're hearing all my computer stuff. And if you're getting back into your heart, you're back into the observer, you're back into being heart center and letting the soul run the show and not you. So how do you become the observer? After that first year in business, I had to really think about, like, what did I have to do to become the observer and not the person sitting in the driver's seat? Drop a 1 below if you're tired of forcing things to happen, if you're tired of doing, all these musts that doesn't feel like once an inspiration, but you feel like you must do it. Drop me a 1 below. Let me see who's feeling that. Feeling that energy of having to, make things happen versus allowing things to happen. I know for myself, that was a lesson I needed to learn. And my first year in business really took that time for me taking that time for me to reflect, like, yes, I want to shift the way I'm doing that. So the first component I want to talk to you today about is twofold. They're kind of hand in hand in my book, but is releasing judgment or comparison. So comparison is the thief of joy. So if you're comparing yourself to anybody else in this challenge or anybody else in your life, say you want to release weight and you started a program and your significant other drops 10 pounds and you drop 2 pounds, you're comparing yourself. And then you might even place judgment on what you are doing or not doing for yourself. So we want to remember to, when we're in those situations, to take a step back and just look at them as an observer. And what I mean about that is it's an experience that you're going through. It's not who you are. So let's just take a step back and look at it and be like, oh, I'm in judgment right now, or I'm in comparison. What can I do? And then ask yourself a good quality question. What can I do to shift my perspective? What can I do to feel better in this moment right now? What can I do? Or how is this process, what is this process teaching me? How is this serving me right now? So drop a C or a J if you compare yourself or you judge yourself or others. Judgment can be of yourself or others. You can compare yourself to, you used to do this and it used to work, and now you do this and it's not working. So you can be comparing yourself with yourself or others as well. So drop a C or a J if you're in comparison or judgment of yourself or others. And if you are, I want you to become familiar with these questions. What's good about this? Or how can I shift my perspective right now? Or how is this serving me right now? Just become super aware right now of every time that you go in judgment, and then flip the script in your head. Flip the script in your head and say, well, what is good about this situation? Or what am I doing that's great? Or what are they doing that's great? Or any question that's going to help shift your perspective. I like, how is this serving me right now? Or what is this, what is good about this right now? I'm out of breath for some reason today. I think I feel like I have a lot to share. Let me slow down a second. I'm going to read some of your comments. I'm still working. If you want to be on Facebook, you can come say hi to everybody.
How many?
How many people? I don't know. Hundreds.
I'm watching you on the TV.
Oh, you are? Okay, go back. Let me get back to work. Sorry, guys. All right. So 1, we want to release judgment and comparison. 2, we want to ground with gratitude, meaning take moments throughout your day and be grateful. Become present, become mindful. So if you go into a stressful situation, you can even use grounding with grounding and gratitude. If you're in the J or the C world, bringing it back to, well, what's great about me? What can you feel gratitude for in this moment? I was listening to a podcast, and sometimes we can't get ourselves right up the ladder, and we want to just find a way to feel grateful for. And you can feel grateful for anything, because the feeling of gratitude actually is one of the highest frequencies. So it will automatically start to feel you better. So maybe it's you're grateful for your cat, or you're grateful for the sunshine, or you're grateful for anything. And then you can bring that gratitude into you, that you're grateful for the skin that you're in, that you're grateful for the clothes that you wear, you're grateful for your crown that you get to put on, or your purple hair, or the food that you get to eat, or the curves of your body. That was one thing that I really needed to learn and embrace. I had an idea in my head, talk about comparison and judgment, years ago, of what my body needed to look like in order to be skinny or fit, or, I know you guys only see me from the neck up, but I happen to be a very curvy woman. So no matter how much weight I would release, I would still have my hips and my booty. So embracing that and finding gratitude for that. And it reminds me of a story. talking about becoming the observer. It reminds me of this story when I first was going through my transition, and I'm going to get my picture again, because those that know me and those that see me don't know this version of me. And there was this time that when I really was comparing to myself to friends and family members and people on TV and all of that, I would get really hard on myself about my body. Put a body in there. If you guys are hard on yourself about your body image, put a B, I mean, not body. Put a body in that chat below. I mean, put a B, and so one of the quickest ways to get you out of your manifestation is through judgment or comparison. So one of the things that was happening for me was, if you see myself in this picture, this way, there you go. If you see myself in that picture, I was really hard on myself, and I wanted to change, and I had to pull myself out of the fact that the body represented me. My body did not represent myself. It represented a body and my emotional state that I was in. So I decided that it was going to be time for me to just become an observer of my body and not allow my body be who I was, right? And so that being said, I would sit in appreciation. Now, mind you, I could barely look at myself in the mirror back in then. I don't know if you can see the smile. Wait, how do I do this? Nope, this way. I call that a fake happy smile. Like it was hollow inside. And so I was not at all happy with my body, not at all. Like I could barely look in the mirror. And I remember putting my hands on my body, and some of you that worked with me know this. And I remember holding my belly and just saying, thank you. Thank you so much for whatever reason you needed to be here. Thank you so much. But I release you. I no longer need you. See, I wasn't in the body anymore. I had stepped out and realized that that body wasn't who I was. So if you are a C or a J, step outside the situation and really identify who you are. I'll show you the after picture. There you go. That's what happened when I released judgment. Released judgment of myself, of who I was, and I stepped outside and realized that situations, things aren't you. It's actually one of the numbers, another step I have is so gratitude, grounding yourself through gratitude, like give thanks. Take something simple to give gratitude and then bring it in and give gratitude to yourself and what you get to bring to this world. The next step is to remind yourself that you are not your emotions. You are not the experience. You are the observer of the experience. And that everything is happening for you in divine timing. And if you get yourself into I'll call it triggered state, then it's time for you to say, wow, this is really fascinating or interesting, and step out and start to look at the experience from a different perspective, realizing that that experience is not you. That experience does not have to be you. It's an experience, and you can observe and say, it is sad. It is scary. It is frustrating, but that is not you. You step out of the experience and stop identifying yourself with the experience. So those are the ways to step out and become the observer. Let me read some of the comments here. Yes, comparing is not a good thing. I find that if I look at what I'm comparing myself with someone else, I learn to ask, what can I take from them that could help me even better. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the great things. Like, look at them as a mentor or a guide and be like, what aspect of them, what essence of them can work with me? As a matter of fact, we could do this really quick process. So whoever said that, that's awesome. So right now, I want you to think of somebody that you admire for whatever reason. Maybe they have the energy that you want, the look that you want, the feel that you want. And when you have that, just write, have it in the, drop that below, have it, have the person. Let me see what's happening here. Pick somebody that you really, when you look at them, you love their essence, whatever that means. If it's like they're confident, they're happy, whatever it is, go ahead and pick somebody now. I would do reverse. Have it. Okay. Looks like they're coming in now. Okay. So that being said, close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. And for a moment now, give yourself permission to observe this person doing what you like about them. Whatever that activity is, or just observe the person. Notice everything about this person. Notice how they stand, how they feel, what they look like. Just observe their essence. And now, watch them doing things that you would like to do. Just notice how easy it is for them to do these things. Notice whatever that is that gives them that special something about them that makes the activities easy to do. Notice all the minor and major things about them. Notice the way they breathe when they do this. Maybe even can feel what it's like as they do this. And as you watch them, give yourself permission to step into their essence, knowing that as they give, they do receive. And as you step into their essence, breathe in their life force energy. And now experience doing the activities that they were just doing with ease and the essence of themselves. And now see yourself going into the future with this essence within you. And begin to see things in a slightly higher or different perspective. And when you're ready, come back to this present moment. Coming back, opening your eyes. And realizing as you see in others, you can only see it because it already exists within you. So whatever you see in others, you see that because that essence already resides in you. So just spend time every day to expand that essence. Be mindful of what it is that you want. Be the observer in the sense that you're in the essence or you're out of the essence, and what do you have to do to get back into the essence? Over these last 25 days together, we have spent so much time learning and growing and experiencing new opportunities or new tools to take on, to create things in your life differently. And I've helped so many women do that. I've helped so many, a lot of you here on this call, if you're here, share how I've helped. But I wanted to share someone's story with you. And you can actually see her story. Let me go here. Captions. If you want to go to this website, you can actually see this story, but I'm actually going to see if I can share. If you're seeing my screen, I'm going to go back to the chat now. With the website on it, let me know. If not, it's okay. We'll figure it out. I thought if I did that, you could see it. I see. I don't know if you're seeing it. So if you're seeing the screen and me, let me know. And if you aren't seeing the screen, let me know. So Shannon is someone that I worked with a little while ago, and I just wanted to share what she has experienced with working with me through developing and deepening the tools that we've talked about over these last 25 days. She said things were going great. Things are going so great because my perspective has changed. My biggest shift with taking this course is the way I treat myself has changed dramatically. My self-worth and my confidence have gone up. I have a better understanding of who I am and what I want. Before starting with Brenda, I was trying to fill a hole. I felt lost and that something was missing. Well, I found that, and it was my love for myself. I love having all the tools now to help myself every day. I love how supportive you are, and how supportive you have been, and that no matter what I said or shared with you, there was never any judgment. I appreciate you and everything you have done by helping me walk through some of the hardest things that I've ever faced. So if you're wanting to shift your life, if you're wanting to find that missing piece, if you're wanting to just become mindful and present with your life and stop hiding your emotions and stop fighting with yourself, stop judging or comparing yourself to others. You know, here's Angelica, who she might actually pop on here today. Said, I was called to work with Brenda. Prior to starting my program, I was teetering with my desire to live. I went to a group healing with a friend and was drawn to continue. This program has helped me break down barriers and walls within me, some that I didn't even know existed. No longer do I self-harm. I'm planning and envisioning a beautiful future for myself. I love that Brenda keeps me accountable and is very supportive with whatever I need. Brenda in this program helps save my life. Is it time to save your life? And you don't have to be teetering with life, but is it time to make a shift? Is it time to really become the best version of yourself? This is Elena. I was in my head, constantly questioning myself, very childlike, just so uncomfortable. Didn't like being in my own body. I think maybe I left the word out. Now I'm happy, confident. I have my voice. I feel like an adult. I can speak up. It's like a rebirth, but into an adult. You know, is it time for you to take this challenge to the next level? Is it time for you to take wherever you're at and move forward? Become the observer. Step out of the experiences and realize that your life is happening for you, not to you. I am taking applications, having phone calls for anybody that is looking for, in the next 24 hours, looking to make a change in their life, the work that we've been doing in this challenge is just the tip of the iceberg. Take the next step to taking care of you. Go over to offers.brendakiss.com/release and sign up for a call if you are looking to make significant, wonderful changes in your life. And yes, it can be scary. I will never forget the first time that I reached out for help. It was something that I was uncomfortable doing and I didn't want to do, but I knew I didn't want to stay where I was any longer. So head on over. I would love to help, love to see how we can work together and move forward and take this challenge to the next level. Be in this. So if it's for you, if you are ready, go ahead and sign up for a call. To conclude today's training, if you are forcing and making things happen, remember to step back, get back into this heart and begin to allow the process and just observe. It's almost like becoming the puppet of your life, right? And observe what's happening and step out of it. Find the lessons that are in every experience, because there are lessons no matter what. There are silver linings in every experience. I love you. Have a fabulous day. And we still have 5 days to go. More fun stuff. There'll probably be some bonus classes coming up as well. Have a great one.